What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring outside, but I don't care. I'm going to go out there anyway because I want to show you something. I've already showed you these a couple times. I showed you when they first came in, when I did an ultimate review of a whole bunch of stuff, and just kind of like a showdown, show-off of a bunch of pieces. And then I did some shorts where I went out with these NedFoss throwing axes and gave them a toss. I don't know if they have a specific name, or they're just NedFoss, Bat throwing axes. So it's a set of 3. They're called Bat, as in like bat. I have to say, I like them. I like them. Now, disclaimer, these are throwing axes, not camp axes. These aren't made for chopping through hardwood and things like that. Even though they come with an edge and they got some nice points, they're heat treated to be throwing axes. That means if you hit something hard, and none of these have, but I know they can, if you throw something hard, the tips should, and theoretically, because it's a throwing axe, the tips should bend and not snap. A lot of times when you're throwing, you're hitting with an impact that's not going to, like if I'm doing this with my hand, I can hit straight every time. But because you're throwing, it could hit a little off and get a little wobble. And what's going to happen is if you have a thin piece right here of the top of a beard or the bottom of the beard, when you hit, what can happen is it can rotate. You can break off the tip. So generally with throwing axes, they do this area a little softer when they do a heat treat. That way, if it hits a wobble, it'll bend a little bit, and then you can bend it back. So that way you don't break your axe tips. Theoretically, that's how it should be, and I believe that's how it is. I've been examining them, and I don't have any twisted ends, but oh wait, I do have. Okay, there's I guess like a little tiny piece right here. I could just feel like a little flick, but what that should do is keep your axes from breaking when you throw. So it comes in a set of 3. It's 3CR13. You have 2 3/4 inch tip to tips. You have 6.5 inch edge to edge, and you've got 12 inch top to bottom, here to here, and you're looking at about an 1/8 thick with rubber coated handles. And this is why I don't care about going out in the rain, because the rubber is nice and sticky. So I do like that. As far as looks, they got this cool little sun logo right here. It says NedFoss right there. I don't know. I think they're pretty cool. Oh, each one has a different. I didn't even notice that before. So you got the triple triangle. You've got the sun, and you've got this kind of like Gaelic looking star type thing. So all of these, they're a little bit different, and I guess that's good, because if let's say you're throwing with some friends, and each of you has one, and you're throwing at a target, and they land they're close, they all look alike. Well, no, I threw this one, you threw that one, and you threw that one. Makes it kind of easy to tell them apart. So I could see that now. Okay, that's pretty good. It does come with a sheath. All 3 fit in the sheath, and it has 3 separate straps so you can hold them all in there. The sheath, it's not something that you're going to rely a life on, but they do work. They get the job done. It holds what it needs to hold. It gets done what it needs to get done. It even has a little belt loop area so you can stick it in there, and you can actually carry them upside down on the belt, unstrap it, pull them straight out. Actually, that's pretty good. But I've been throwing with them, so what I want to do is just go outside, see if we can find a mark in the rain. And it is like 30-something degrees out there, so I'm doing it for you. But I'll see if I can find a mark, and we'll get some throws down. I did a little short. I went out there, placed a mark, and put all 3 in the same spot. It was really nice. So these things are jamming. Let's go test them. Oh, and how much are they? For a set of 3, it's only $50. $50 for a set of 3. All right, so the rain is coming down a little bit, but you know, we got to do what we got to do. Got to do it, baby. So we're gonna try and figure this out. I'm gonna extend the legs, and we're gonna pick a spot. All right, so let's get some throwing in. I don't have any marks, so I don't know where I'm at yet. Okay, so if that's going upside down, you see that grouping, man? That's going upside down. That means I am over rotating, so it's taking more time. I could step a little closer and that might help. There it is. There it is. There it is. These things throw so freaking easily. It's pretty easy to see where your throws are at. If you're landing this way, then you know you're in the right spot. If you're landing this way, that means you need to back up or go forward. So you just need to figure out where it is. An over rotation or an under rotation is going to easily tell you where you should be. So all I'm doing is just throwing overhand, and I'll go. Oh, I hit the knot. Hit the knot, baby. And what I'll do is I'll show you exactly how I line up what I do, and we'll get it through. Now these are like almost like idiot proof. They throw so easily. I gotta extend that leg. They throw really, really easily. So I'm even gonna start from here, back up. Oh, never mind. Daisy, come on, go. Hey, 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 come on, get out of there. Go. Damn dog. All right, good boy. So let's see. Let's see. Now I think that hit the handle, so I'm gonna back up. Because now that one hit the knot, so I should be right there. I was just gonna say, right in the right spot. So now, let me try and mark it. What I did is I doubled the space from the first throws, and I'll see if I can continue from here, because these will be nice and long throws. So, and the easy thing is, when I threw that first one, it hit the handle. So that told me exactly what I needed to know. You know what I mean? How far I needed to go from. So when you're throwing the axe, come from across the body, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this. So you see how those are? Finding the spot. Now, those are in there. The only time I miss usually on here is because this stuff breaks away. Generally, we do pretty good. We do pretty good. These throw really, really easily. But I'm going to stay at this distance because it's a nice far distance. And I like it. I like throwing them a little farther out. And you're going to see, let's see, if I do it correctly. These things are so easy to throw, and they're one-piece construction. Come on, man. Come on, man. But here's the thing: if you find a spot, once you find your spot, and you back up to that spot and throw, as long as you keep the same throw consistent over and over and over again, no matter what, you're going to be fine. And I'm going to try and prove that. So I want to put this here, and what I want to do is I want to run from the side and throw while in motion. Oh, I threw it too high. I threw it too high. We'll go again. So what I need to do is make sure that even though I'm going to be running, when I stop to throw, I need to turn my body the same way as if I'm not running. That's a little tricky, but we can do it. There it is. There it is. Let's do one more of those. Oh, that one hit the dead top. That should have stuck. I guarantee that's from the wet wood. But that one went in. And basically what I did is when I ran, I jumped in the air. And when I jumped in the air, I just turned my body and made a nice strike. So even not facing the target, I was able to strike. Doing trick shots and things like that could take a little bit of time, but generally throwing is throwing. It gets pretty easy. Let's try a couple underhand. We'll see where we're at. Oh, I hit my jacket. Let's see. There we go. Oh, so that's so bad. 1 out of 3 for the first time, trying to figure out where we need to stand. Threw that one way up there. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Where's my spot? Oh, I hit the knot. That knot is tricky because it's dead right there where that one landed. So, telling, it's right here. Every time I hit this knot, it doesn't want to stick in. I'm gonna try a little side arm. Oh, that tells me I'm in the wrong spot. Gotta keep backing up. Oh, that one hit! Damn soft tree. Damn soft tree. It's just getting out there and having fun and trying to figure it out. So my release point looks like this. If I'm just gonna stand and actually throw without goofing off, I'm gonna come here, point to my target, a little flex in the knees. I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna release straight. When I throw a knife, a lot of times you'll notice I'll throw from here, which I can do a lead hand axe throw, just like that. But yeah, it's better when you're talking about axe throwing to come across the body than it is to go from a lean. With a knife to an axe, completely different. Oh, that one was in. Damn soft tree. I think I hit the handle. All right. All right. These things I can throw. So let me see. I want to see how far back we can go. Hold on. All right, so I'm looking and I just measured my steps. I got to try and throw it now. This is going to be pretty far if I can get it. Oh, I got the fence. There we go. There we go. So the first one was a little off, but this is really far. That was 40 feet. And you'll see 2 are right there. 1 got away from me. It just got away. But that was the first one, so it's okay, because by the next 2, which are right here, I was able to go pretty. I was gonna show you where I threw from. Golly, that's in there. I was gonna show you where I threw from by showing you where this was, but it's in my hand. So that's a pretty far throw. I threw from back here, and that's a pretty good distance. So all in all, when you're talking about throwing axes, if you want to learn, especially like trick throws, and this is only the second time I've thrown these. I threw them once for a short, so I just went out and threw them for a short, and now I'm throwing them again. So I mean, with me, it would take about that much time for practice, and I could just start nailing these. I mean, just start nailing them. So I think what comes next with these is I might start working on some trick throws and things like that. Just having fun all by myself, because it's what I like to do. Come over here, the dog was staring. I thought we had some critters back there, but hunting axes. But these aren't so bad. These aren't so bad. The part that you want to stick in gets around to the things you want to stick it in, and that's all that matters. And they're really, really simple to throw. It's a nice little set, double bearded, so you can even overthrow and still collect. These aren't so bad. So that's it. The NedFoss Bat throwing axes. These things are pretty decent, man, especially for the price. That's not so bad. All right, speaking of not so bad, I am Donnie all day. Till next video.